Okay, it's time to hunt for some wheat pennies and some varieties. Stay tuned. Pennies have been good this year. Hey collectors, thanks for watching. I'm the collector of coins. And as I said in the intro, we have some pennies to hunt. We've had a good luck this year with hunting pennies. We found quite a few wheat cents. We found quite a number of varieties as well. This coin hunting mat is in the link below if you're interested in getting this particular mat. It's 12 by 27. Anyway, let's not ramble on. Let's get these boxes open. And as I'm opening this up, hey, if you're not yet a subscriber to my channel, please consider subscribing. Give me a thumbs up and don't forget to turn on notifications. All right. I have a horrible time opening these boxes off with one hand, but let's see what we can do here. Yeah, that's just embarrassing. All right, let me just put the camera down. All right, we finally got it open. I don't see any wheat cents. See a lot of copper. We do have a Canadian cent from 1975. Pretty sure I have that in my album. But as we go along, if we pull out any Canadian cents, we will check to see if we need any for my Canadian cent album. This one looks like it's from the 60s. All right, well, let's get started with roll number one. If you see my channel before, you know the drill. I'll bring you back in when we find something good, either a wheat cent or a variety. Hey, collectors, we just came across our first wheat cent. This comes out of roll 2 of the first box. Uh-oh, out of focus. There we go. Hey, 1941. Pretty nice shape as well. All right, we have our first wheat cent of the hunt. Hey, collectors, roll 4 has the Lincoln Formative Years cent. And earlier this year, we found the double diversion that has an extra finger. Let's put this underneath the microscope. Yeah, well, we don't see an extra thumb underneath that thumb that's in front over here. So this is just the regular, easy for me to say, the regular version. All right, we'll put this back in circulation for someone else to find, and then we'll move on. Hey, collectors, we found another wheat cent. This is roll 7 that we just fanned out. We'll go through it more systematically. But while I'll have you here, let's take a look at this one. Ooh, an early one, 1937. Let's get that into better lighting. Pretty nice. That's a nice shape, actually. All right, second find of the hunt. Further into that same roll, we got another wheat cent. Really great shape. What year? Yeah, it's a later one, 1958, but we'll take it anyway. And the first 3 wheat cents for this hunt cover 3 different decades. Pretty nice. Hey, collectors, look at this. Roll 11. 2 more wheat cents. Sorry for the finger shadows. But hey, we got 1916. So our decades are filling in now. We just need a 20s. And we have another one from the 40s. 1942 from Philadelphia. And something funky going on. Let me put this underneath magnifying glass to see if that is a lamination issue. I don't think it is. It just might be wear or dirt, but I'll check off camera, and if it is, I'll bring it back in. And roll 13, collectors, gives us a Denver minted 1956 wheat penny. And we'll add that to the pile. Hey, collectors, we're searching through roll 20. Come across another wheat cent. 1945 from Philadelphia. Nice. All right, we have another 1958 out of Denver. This comes out of roll 23. Roll 27 in this first box gives us a 1956 minted in Denver. We have a pair of wheat cents coming out of roll 28. 1956 from Denver and 1958. We'll add these to the finds for this first box. And that makes 11 wheat cents found so far in box 1. Here we are. We're into roll 30, collectors, and we got another wheat cent. See, this one is also from 1956, but this is from the Philadelphia Mint. And if you're new to coin collecting, I know this is from Philadelphia because there's no mint mark on the obverse below the date. All right, still in that same roll, we have another wheat cent. Oh, and this one's from the 30s, 1939. Philadelphia, this one is a bit banged up, but we'll take it anyway. And roll 35 gives us a 1950 from Philadelphia. All right, here we are towards the end of roll 36. Another wheat cent. 1944 from Philadelphia. Cool. Hey, we're up to 15 wheat cents. All right, roll 38 is now fanned open. And look at this, another wheat cent. This one is from 1945, minted in Philadelphia. And a little bit of original luster peeking through underneath the patina on the copper. Hey, collectors, look at this beautiful toning on this wheat cent that came out of roll 39. Minted in 1936 from Denver. Wow, some really nice toning. Wonder if this got pulled out of an album. Pretty nice looking. And the wheat cents keep coming in this box. This comes out of roll 41, 1952 from Denver. Hey, collectors, we got another wheat cent. This comes out of roll 42. Let's see what year it is. Wow, damaged, unfortunately, but this is from 1948, and it is minted in Denver. Hey, collectors, just opened up roll 46. Made a little bit of a mess, but in the process, we found a wheat cent, 1952 from Philadelphia. And you're probably looking at this one down here as well. And this one is minted. Ooh, let's turn it around here. I think it's 1953. And it is. There you go. Two more. Quite a few in this hunt. And we still have a few more rolls left. And look at that. Two more. And these come out of roll 47, 1952 Denver and a 1958 from Philadelphia. And we have finished going through box one of this 2-box penny hunt. We got box 2 open. We see a Canadian ender right there. Don't see any wheat enders, but that's okay. We didn't see any in the last box. And look how many we ended up with. That's right, 23. That's a lot, including 3 really early ones, teens and 30s, and the rest are a mix of 40s and 50s. We're going to compare box 1 with box 2, and we're going to get started shortly. And with that, you know the drill. Keep watching, and I'll pull you in when there's something cool to find. Or rather, when there's something cool to see. That's if I find it. All right, collectors, here we are, box 2, second roll, and our first wheat cent of this box. 1946 from Philadelphia. All right, we're off to a good start with the second box. Hey, collectors, we just opened up roll 3 from the second box, and here we go. It's a wheat cent ender. It's on the opposite end of what we were looking at, and there you go. Second wheat cent, 1945 from Philadelphia. Hey, collectors, we're into box 2, roll 7. We got a wheat cent, a third one of this box. And let's see if we can get a better focus on here. There you go, 1944 from Philadelphia. Here we are, roll 9 is fanned out, and we have another wheat cent. Ooh, some remaining red luster. That's an attractive looking reverse. Fairly recent in terms of wheat cents, 1956. Can't seem to get a grip on it. Here we go. 1956 from Philadelphia. Another wheat cent comes out of roll 17 from box 2. This one was minted in Philadelphia back in 1945. All right, collectors, here is roll 23 in box 2. Let's see if there's anything really good inside. And look at what we have here. That roll did contain a little treasure. Another wheat cent, minted in 1958 from Denver. Roll 24 from the second box gives us a 1949 wheat cent from Philadelphia. And while we're at it, I hope that you have noticed, particularly if you are new to coin collecting, that there is no mint mark on this cent. Let's get it back into focus. Why is that? Well, none of our Philadelphia minted cents, with the exception of 2017, will have a mint mark if it came from Philadelphia. If you see an auction on eBay for a no mint mark coin, I would think you should assume that that is a deceptive auction post. They're not supposed to have mint marks if they're in Philadelphia, with that one exception I mentioned. And another wheat cent minted in Denver from 1956, and this one came out of roll 25 from our second box. Hey collectors, we're at the end of roll 28 from the second box, and here we go. We got a wheat cent with some grime on it, minted in 1945. All right, the finds keep piling up. All right, collectors, roll 29 now gives us another wheat cent, the 10th of this box. Ooh, from the 30s. We love the older ones, 1935, Philadelphia. Roll 41 gives us a 1951 minted in Denver. Hey, we have a 1945 from Philadelphia coming out of roll 43. Look at this beauty that comes out of roll 45. Still original luster, beautiful red-brown, 1946. That's a stunning wheat cent found in circulation. And the final wheat cent of this hunt comes out of roll 50 from box 2, a 1958 from Philadelphia. Well, there we go. Let's do the highlights, and I'll bring you back in once I get this all organized. So box 1 had 43 finds, wheat cents. Box 2 had 14, so clearly box 1 was better. But in total, we did fabulously. I would say the highlights are the oldest ones. From box 1, we had a 39, a 16, and I believe a 37. In box 2, the highlights, let's see, I believe we have one from the 30s somewhere in this lovely pile. Here it is, a 1935. And then 2 really nice looking with some original luster, 1946 and 1956 out of Philadelphia. All right, those are the highlights. That's a wrap for this hunt. And collectors, I want to thank you for watching to the very end. Just a reminder to subscribe and give a thumbs up if you enjoyed this content. And with that, happy collecting.